Now I rejoice in what I am suffering for you, and I fill up in my flesh what is still lacking in regards to Christ's afflictions, for the sake of his body, which is the church. Colossians 1, verse 24. Suffering is always part of the church. Before Paul suffered for Christ, he was inflicting suffering to Christ and his church. So suffering began as soon as the church started. So suffering has always been part of the church, always. And in any church, there are people who are suffering. There are also people who are ministering to those who are suffering. And sometimes we even have people who inflict sufferings to others, because we are broken people. And because suffering is always part of the church, we don't want to change that because we can't. What we can do is to be the church that always either giving support to sufferers or receiving support as sufferers. A healthy church is not a church without suffering, but a healthy church is a church that has people giving support and receiving support in our suffering. Let us be this kind of church. How can you give support to sufferers today? Is there someone else that you can pray with? Is there someone who needs to be listened to? And how can you receive support as a sufferer today? Who can you reach out to walk alongside you? This is our reflection for today, and let us be this church of sufferers that give and receive support in our sufferings.